Hello student, welcome to Amit sir 6th class. I think last time we have seen how the images are formed in case of the convex mirror. I hope that you understood it well. Just practice the ray diagram, okay, and remember the rules of the ray diagram, okay. So next one concept is what? The total internal reflection. Total internal reflection. In short, it is also known as what? TIR. Okay. So already you learned that whenever the light is travel, okay, so suppose this is the air medium and this is maybe the glass, this is maybe a glass, okay. So air medium is considered as a rare medium and the glass medium is considered as a denser medium, okay. Now when the light, okay, so I will show you this one. When the light travels from this one rare medium to denser medium, it refracts, okay, it refracts, okay. From this normal, this is angle of incident and this is angle of refraction, and for this pair of media you can apply this Snell's law, that is sin of I divided by sin of R is equal to what? N2 by N1, where N1 is the refractive index for the air and N2 is the refractive index for the what? This one glass medium, okay. So this is what they happen, and as you increase this I, automatically this R will also changes, okay. So the total internal reflection is exactly the different phenomena, okay. Here the light is traveling from the what? Rare to denser medium, but then total internal reflection, if the light travels from the denser to rare medium, so what will happen? That phenomena occur, that phenomena is known as what? Total internal reflection, okay. So first of all I will write down the definition. The phenomena in which when light travels from denser medium, okay, from the denser medium to rare medium, it completely reflect without any refraction, it completely reflects in denser medium, okay, denser medium without any refraction. There is no refraction take place, okay. So there is only a reflection take place, okay. So let me explain you what it means, and then we are going to derive one derivation also for this, okay. Now suppose you have this as a denser medium, maybe the glass, okay. So draw it like glass slab, okay. So this is what? A glass, okay, and around that there is what? Air as a medium. So light is traveling. When the light travels from the what? Suppose in that glass you have the source of light. When the light travels from glass medium, denser medium to the rare medium, it bends away from the normal, okay. Now as I increase this I, this is angle of incident and this is angle of refraction. As I increase this I, okay, now for this the angle of incident is more compared to this one, still the light bends much more, okay, that means away from the normal, okay. Now at particular angle, when this angle of incident is greater than the what? Particular angle, then this light completely reflected in the same medium, okay. There is no light in this air medium, so all the light which is traveling from the denser medium, it will reflected back with the same, that means angle of incident, it becomes what? Angle of reflection, correct, okay. So at this angle, whenever the light incident on the interface and traveling from the what? Denser medium to rare medium, it is completely reflected back in the same medium where it was initiated or started, okay. So this is what the total internal reflection, okay. So for that I will draw one diagram, complete diagram, okay. So first draw this. You have to draw one glass slab, you have to draw one glass slab, and that should be this one, this large at least, okay. So this is what the glass slab. So mention here the glass slab, okay, having a refractive index n2, okay, or we will assume that n2 is equal to n, okay, because here outside it is air and that is n1 is equal to what, 1 itself, n1 is equal to 1, okay. Now when a ray of light is traveling from the what, this I will consider this is a source of light, okay. So now next, when the light is incident at this angle, suppose, okay, then it is refracted. Of course it is refracted. If this is the normal, then it will bend in this manner away from the normal. So this is what, angle of incident, and this is angle of refraction. So this light will bend away from the normal. So this is normal. Now when the light incident at particular angle, now you can see, if I plot it again a normal at that point, okay, where this incident angle goes on increases. So this is what the incident angle, okay. So at particular angle you can see the refracted ray is exactly parallel to the what, interface. This light will incident at this angle, then the refracted ray is exactly parallel to the what, interface. That means it makes 90 degree. This angle of refraction is what, 90 degree, okay. Now this angle is known as what, critical angle, IC, okay. Now still further, if you increase this incident angle, suppose increase the angle of incident, so this is the normal, so these are the what, normals. Now this angle is critical angle. If you increase further, that means this incident angle is much greater than the what, critical angle, then and then only the complete light will be reflected as it is. The complete light will be reflected in the same medium, okay. So you can have this two conditions, okay. Conditions for, I will write it down here, condition for total internal reflection. That means at what condition, whenever the conditions are satisfied, so at what condition the total internal reflections are occur, okay. So let me make this. So first condition is what, a ray of light must travel from denser medium to rare medium, okay. Then and then only the total internal reflection occur, okay. And sometimes these conditions ask for 2 marks. Write down the conditions for the what, total internal reflection, okay. Next, second is what, the incident angle, that is I, okay. So this one I am talking about, this one, the incident angle I must be greater than critical angle, the what, critical angle, that is nothing but IC, must be greater than the what, critical angle, okay. It means for every pair of media, it may be a glass, air, glass, air, water, or any media, okay. So for any interface or any pair of media, there is a critical angle fixed, okay. So for different media, for different substance, okay, you can say pair of media, this critical angle is different, okay. If you incident any ray, with the angle of incident more than this critical angle, then and then only this total internal reflection occur, then only the light will bend or reflected back without any refraction. There is no refraction, only what, reflection occur. So that angle is known as what, above that angle is critical angle, okay. So I will write it down, the definition of the critical angle better, okay. So you can make the definition of critical angle, that is IC, okay. Critical angle, how to define? It is an angle above which total internal reflection obtained. So this can be a definition, or you have another definition, or the angle of incident the angle of incident at which the refracted ray perpendicular to the normal. Refracted ray perpendicular to the what? Normal. Okay, so you can see here at angle of incident, the refracted ray is almost parallel to the interface and it is normal. Okay, so what is the angle between them? 90 degree. So this 90 degree angles occur only at the critical angle. So critical angle is nothing but where the refracted ray makes angle 90 degree, or refracted ray is perpendicular to the what? Normal. Okay, or else the critical angle above which the total internal reflection occur. Okay, so these are the what some basic regarding this total internal reflection. Now we are going to derive what is the relation between this critical angle and the refractive index of this medium. Okay, so first I will rub this. Okay, just pause the video and read it once again. What is the exactly meaning of total internal reflection? Okay, especially these two conditions. So next is relation between critical angle and refractive index. So here I will make it a relation between critical angle that is IC and refractive index of the medium, okay, that is N. Okay, and this derivation is for 3 marks. Derive the relation between the critical angle and the refractive index. Okay, so same diagram. Okay, so for this diagram you have to apply the Snell's law. Okay, so I will write it down here. Sin of I divided by sin of R is equal to what? N1 divided by N2 actually. Why N1 divided by N2? Why not N2 divided by N1? Because light is incident from the denser medium to rare medium. So from which medium the light is entering, from that ray you have to apply. Okay, if it is rare to denser medium, then it becomes N2 by N1. Okay, so here sin of the angle of incident, this one sin of the angle of incident, we will apply this rule for the critical angle. Okay, for the second ray, not for the first and second ray. So we are applying this for the what? Second ray itself. Okay, so sin of the I incident angle. Now incident angle is here nothing but the critical angle. Okay, and sin of the R, that is nothing but refracted angle, is equal to what? Refractive index with respect to second medium with respect to what? First medium. Okay, so it is first medium, second medium. So first medium is air, for that refractive index is 1, and second medium is, that is glass, their respective refractive index. Okay, so now sin of IC divided by sin of 90, correct, is equal to what? 1 upon n itself, 1 upon n. Okay, therefore sin of IC, sin of 90 becomes 1 is equal to what? 1 upon n itself, 1 upon n. Okay, so next is therefore so sin of IC is equal to what? 1 upon n. Sin of IC is equal to what? 1 upon n. Therefore you can make it here IC is equal to what? Sin inverse of 1 upon n. Sin inverse of 1 upon. So this is what the relation between critical angle and the refractive index. Okay, now if you know, okay, so what is the application of this? Equation? I am talking about this equation. Now suppose you have this any glass whose refractive index is known. Okay, now you want to obtain an total internal reflection in this glass. So you will try what? Different angles. You don't know at which angle, above which angle I should incident the light, okay, on this interface, so that I will get the refractive index. Okay, now if you know this refractive index of any glass, you can easily calculate the critical angle, and once you find out the critical angle, okay, so rather than finding the critical angle at different incident the ray with different angles, you will directly go for the what? Critical angle, that is above that value. Suppose for this medium the critical angle is 39 degree. Okay, so you will not waste your time by searching the critical angle at different angles. That means you will not get the total internal reflection below this 39 degree, you will get definitely above this 39 degree. Okay, so directly you are going to incident this ray more than 39 degree, and that can be calculated by using the what refractive index of this particular medium. Okay, so that's why this this one material like water, and refractive index for the water is 1.33, and then critical angle. Okay, so I will write down the few one. Critical angle is 48.75 degree, 48.75 degree critical angle for water. Okay, and if you are considering the crown glass, okay, so for the crown glass it is 1.52, refractive index is 1.52, so 52. Okay, then critical angle is smaller, that is 41.14 degree, 41.14 degree. Okay, it means what? As the refractive index increases, the critical angle becomes get smaller and smaller. Okay, and then if you take the diamond. Okay, so diamond has more refractive index, that is 2.42, and for that the critical angle is very small, 24.41 degree, 24.41 degree. Okay, so you can see as the refractive index increases, the critical angle also decreases. Okay, that means inversely proportional. You can see here it is inversely proportional. Okay, so these are what the some things regarding this total internal reflection. Okay, the main concept and the definition and the relation and what are the conditions and what is the meaning of the critical angle. So remember. Okay, and the next part we are going to see what are the applications of this total internal reflection phenomena in your day-to-day life. Okay, so first application, sometimes they ask application of total internal reflection, So applications of total internal reflection, that means some natural phenomena are there which works on the principle of what this total internal reflection. The first is what? A mirage. Okay, so it is nothing but optical illusion. Okay, so optical illusion means what? Sometimes when you travels on the road or maybe on the desert, okay, if you look a little bit forward, so what will happen? You can see it appears that there is a something pond, water pond is there, but as you move towards that point, it will be almost vanished. That means what? That is an optical illusion. So such a optical illusion is known as what? The mirage. So what happens if this is the ground? If this is a ground, the air above the ground is more. It becomes what? Hot air. So that's why it becomes what? A rare medium. It acts as what? Rare medium. And as you move away from that is ground, so this becomes what? Little bit cold air. So this becomes act as what? A denser medium. Okay, now suppose you have here some tree over here. Okay, so what happens? The light from the tree, it incident from the what? Denser medium to rare medium, and if the person is standing over here, okay, so what happens? This ray, okay, whenever it is traveling from the denser to rare medium, so it is completely reflected back in this medium, same medium, and this is nothing but what? Total internal reflection, and this person can able to see this same image of this tree at this point. So this is nothing but the optical illusion. So this kind of applications, or you can say the phenomena, that is total internal reflection present in the what? A nature. Okay, and the next is you can have second one is the prism. So there are some prism which can be used to change the direction of the ray of light. Okay, to change the direction of ray of light through 90 degree or 180 degree, So how? Suppose you have this prism, and this is the, you can say, the ray. Okay, so you can consider this as a ray of light incident. So this ray of light is incident exactly at this angle, and it is completely reflected back. Okay, so you can see this incident ray and the reflected ray, they makes how much, 90 degree. So here almost 90 degree change in the direction of the what, this one light. Okay, because at this, if you make the normal, this angle is must be greater than the what, critical angle, correct? Okay, and now if you have the diamond again, you can still, this is the ray incident, it is reflected in this manner and it is bounced back in this way. So this is the incident ray and this is reflected ray completely. So there is a change in the what, 180 direction. Okay, so for that purpose the prism can be used, and on that prism the total internal reflection is used, the phenomena. Okay, and the next one is, next application is, so first application is what, the mirage optical illusion prism to change the direction of the incident ray through 180 degree or maybe 90 degree. And the next is, you can have third, that is optical fiber, important one, optical fiber. Okay, so simply optical fiber is nothing but a fiber made, or it is made of glass. It has two layers. Okay, so this layer, you can say this layer is almost a denser medium. This layer is almost denser medium, and the medium which is present between these two, that is known as what, it is denser medium. Actually it is denser medium, and this is a rare medium. So what happens, when the light enters from the denser medium, it incident on the interface between the what, denser medium to rare medium. So almost it is reflected back. So this is what the light, and it will travel with zigzag path. Okay, without any refraction, Okay, so your completely light is reflected in the same medium, that means in the denser medium, in this pipe, and this pipe is, or this particular segment is known as what, optical fiber. So optical fiber has its own applications. Okay, sometimes for 1 marks they ask a question on which principle the optical fiber works. It works on the principle of what, total internal reflection. So remember, that is for 1 mark. Okay, so optical fiber has its own application. It can be used as a decorative lamp, during the festival, or okay, so I think you have seen this. If this is a decorative lamp, and then so many optical fibers are emerges out in this manner. Okay, and at this tip there is what, glass, and this won't be glitter or this won't be glow, but this tip of this glass or tip of this optical fiber will start glowing. That means what, whatever the light is coming from this base, it is completely reflected internally and it reaches out at the glass point. Okay, so this was the decorative lamp. While maybe celebrating the Diwali or maybe Ganesh Chaturthi, you put this for the what, decorative purpose. Second is what, endoscopy. This is a medical purpose. Okay, so and the third one is telecommunication purpose. Third one is what, telecommunication purpose. Okay, that means telephonic or maybe internet connection. All these things are done with what, the optical fiber. Okay, so these are the some things, applications of the total internal reflection. And okay, so I will once again I will revise the things. Total internal reflection, that is phenomena, and then conditions for the total internal reflection, and this is the diagram at what angle the total internal reflection occur above the critical angle. Okay, and definition of the critical angle we have seen, and the derivation, that means relation between the critical angle and the refractive index. And last one we have seen some applications. So first application of the this one, total internal reflection is what, the mirage. Okay, mirage formation, first one. Second one is what, the prism. Okay, or the you can say, I will write it down, the prism also. Okay, and then third, shining of diamond, that is also application of shining of a diamond. So why diamond is shine, because it also has a total internal reflection phenomena. Okay, and then fourth is nothing but the optical fiber, and then some of the applications of this optical fiber, that is decorative lamp, endoscopy, and then telecommunication purpose. Okay, so from this segment this derivation is important, and then those conditions and this application is important. Or maybe for definition, total internal reflection, what is a total internal reflection. Okay, so this is what all about this lecture. And now I think one is okay. So we will see the next part of this topic, that is nothing but the how the refraction occurs across the what, a curved surface. Okay, so see you in the next video. Thank you.
I'm an icon, man. I'm a girl about a 10. I should fuck her in a Benz.